Okay, there we go. I don't understand why this breaks every time. They're not updating this. No, we are not. There we go. Fix the. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing all right today. I have an unconscionable amount of Domino's food right in front of me here because I fucked up dinner. So, that's where we are today. Like, this is far too much. But I'm eating a salad right now, so that makes it healthy, right? That's what we're going with. Salad makes it healthy. Hi, Digishell. Welcome. Hi. What do I do with this microphone right now? Why is it so in the way when it never is? Work with this. Keeps. I mean, yeah, no, that's actually about in the right. Just taller than it should be. I gotta figure out what my next steps for the setup are. I feel like my lamps, especially, need some tweaks. Kind of annoyed by how much desk space they take. I'm not sure what the solution is, especially because I can yell at my phone to do this. That has been a fun, weird experience. Got a new phone. Finally making it work. Um, it's fine so far. Like, it's doing a pretty good job. Of pretty much everything. The one thing that's bothering me, it's not really even the hardware, it's the software. Because Google now by default uses Gemini as their assistant instead of Google Assistant. Um, and I was kind of curious about how that would work, because in some ways I could see it working better than Google Assistant. Otherwise, I could see it working worse. And pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen is exactly what happened with it. So Gemini is much better at understanding what you are asking. Um, it's doing a lot less guesswork of what you're saying, um, because it is a large language model and because it is trained on these predictive patterns of speech. It does a pretty good job of taking exactly what you say. Um, it's not as well integrated though. Like the whole thing they keep harping on about, I guess, um, is that is, there we go. Hard to look at. So the example that I keep seeing reviewers bring up, and it's funny because they all use the same exact thing. Almost feels a little bit like they're being told this by the company. And on some level, Samsung actually did use this in their like unpacked thing. But I guess this is also what they tried, and it does actually work. Gemini works with Samsung's own Bixby and Google Assistant and has like a bunch of other little integrations that it can basically reach into your on the phone apps. And like you can ask it kind of generic questions and it'll do the usual Gemini thing. But most of it is running on the device itself. Um, and when you ask it to do something like, tell me what, like the one that everyone's giving is like a sports game, basically. They're like, asking when is the next Red Sox game and can you add it to my calendar, right? And then it'll do that for you, because it will essentially use Gemini. Well, no, it'll use Google to search for the Red Sox calendar, find the next one using Gemini, and then add it to your calendar using Sam's calendar with Bixby, which clever, fine, if that's what you use it for. I just wanted it to like actually listen to me when I tell it to turn on and off my lights. Like that's literally all I wanted it. Because the number of times that Google Assistant would be like, I'm not sure if you're talking to me. And I'm like, bitch, I said, okay, Google, and then gave you, and thank you, and gave you a list of fucking commands that I have told you a million times over again to like turn on the lights in my room. How can you not know that I am speaking to you? Um, and Gemini does do a better job of that. I have to give it credit. It does a much better job of that. It is much faster when it does that. It actually just like works, and it worked. And that's the weird thing. This is the weird pitfall that I knew was going to happen with throwing an LLM, quote unquote AI, a generative AI thing. Sorry, I had a feeling it might. I feel bad. I'm sorry because it did on my phone too. But throwing an LLM into an assistant like this, you're gonna get times where it doesn't pick up that you're trying to do something that's integrated, and it just uses the basic LLM that it has to generate an answer. So the one that I keep having a problem with, and I have yet to find a real solution, for some reason I can do it when I'm home. I cannot do it when I'm in the car. But if I ask it to take me to work, which is something that I ask the Google Assistant all the time to do, take me to work. I have my work location set in Google Maps. It has an integration with Google Maps. So it should just look in Google Maps, see, oh, we're talking about work, start navigation. That's all I needed to do. It keeps searching the internet. It searches Google. It knows to connect to Google Maps, but it searches Google Maps for something with the word work in it and picks the most likely result it thinks I want, and then starts navigating to that. And has nothing to do with my actual workplace. Or like there was a time I was trying to navigate home, and I literally again was just trying to say like, take me home. Again, usual thing, open up Google Maps, set location to home, navigate, go. And what it was doing instead, it was like, as a large language model, I don't exist in a physical space and therefore can't take you anywhere. And I'm like, bitch, you know what the fuck I mean. Like, yeah. So it I haven't given it up and gone back to assistant yet, only because it does when it works far better than assistant ever did. And I cannot get assistant to recognize my voice or recognize commands anymore as much as it used to. I don't understand why Google can't fucking maintain their shit. They let their software degrade over time like no other company that I've seen, and it frustrates me to no end. It's hilarious that like they want to be competitors with Apple and have their own ecosystem and all this stuff, and I'm like, bitch, you can't even get your software to fucking work right. At least Alexa and Siri know what the fuck they're doing. So I've been this close to switching to Alexa, but my entire house is wired up for Google Home, and so like switching all of that over requires basically unlinking every single smart light in my house and then relinking it individually to the new account because I don't have a hub. I just have like individual TP-Link smart lights. I wish I had gotten a hub now. I know it would have been more expensive, but I was all like, oh, that's stupid. Oh, God. So I don't know. Like, yeah. It's weird experience so far. I haven't asked it to do much more complicated stuff than that, though, to be honest, because again, at the end of the day, it is an LLM, it's a generative AI, and they're not very good at most other things. I don't need I it's a weird position to be in that I even kind of struggle to come up with things to test with AI. Um because I don't understand why people can't just this is partially just a me issue. This is partially just my training issue, my job. My job is knowing how to effectively search for things. I'm not even kidding. That's like the basic understanding of what my job does. I know how to search for things really well. So I have literally no need for an LLM. Like there's nothing that that thing can do that other people are doing with it that I will get any use out of. Not to mention the fact that I know it hallucinates and is wrong half the fucking time. So I'm like, even if I do ask it for an answer, it's very likely just going to give me something that's wrong. You know, even Assistant did that, to be honest. I'm not even going to completely blame that on generative AI. Like, don't get me wrong, the generative AI hallucination black box problem is well documented at this point and very much a huge issue that we still don't have a really good answer for. Google, to their credit, are doing some things to mitigate it, basically by like trying to link sources to the claims that Gemini makes. But Google Assistant, when it searched Google, would often just run across whatever search result got the highest SEO score, and went with that. And the highest SEO does not correct information make. You know, the amount of just incorrect, misinformative slop that is out on the internet at this point, which predates AI. It's just the way the internet has been for the last like 10, 15 years means that there's a ton of just terrible information that systems are pulling from and that LLMs are trained on. So no wonder why they come up with weird shit. But again, I just don't understand. Like I understand why people want the easiest, lowest entry thing, and because I mean, part of my job of knowing how to search really well is also teaching other people, and so in some ways I have to understand where they're coming from. But like, I still just don't why you would ask type it in. I don't get. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too skeptical of technology. Maybe I'm just a little too like I know. And this is the thing. Like I guess for some people, they probably look at this and they think it's an amazing technological marvel and like can make their lives so much easier. They don't have to type for shit anymore. They can ask it to do things. You know, not just um. You know, and you can formulate a question instead of it's like going back to Ask Jeeves days, right? You can formulate your search as a question rather than um rather than like uh figuring out what search terms are important and which ones aren't, because the LLM then can kind of parse through and get rid of the thes and the ands and all the little extra words that don't matter and try to pick out the parts that don't fit its usual basic language predictive model. Say, oh, these are the things that they want. So I guess yeah, it's got some use in that, but like just it takes so much less time because you don't have to. I know enough about technology in general and this in particular to know that I just don't trust it. So don't do a regular Google search and evaluate the info on your own self. I know, right? Search engines used to just give you like the relevant stuff right away and very little to do with SEO. Became like the thing. And even today, like for the furry convention that I run, we get so much random like I'm Jim from Ohio and I'd like to help your SEO profile. And I'm like, sure. Right, Jim from Ohio. Got it. No. I generated slop juice with this front and center. Right. I mean, that's I don't know. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep getting worse, and eventually the internet's gonna become this. Had so much promise. Somewhere along the line, we let companies have control of the internet. They're doing what companies do, try to make money instead of kind of centralized knowledge base and entertainment sphere that it could have been. some point we're gonna have to just gonna come back to bite us in the ass, and we're just gonna have to back to the that's kind of ruined. Yeah, it always comes back to capitalism. It really does. I hate that. After a while, when you're telling other people who don't sit and think about this or sit and look at this constantly, you start sounding weird. You start sounding crazy when you're like, oh, it's all capitalism's fault. And it's like, it's almost a joke. No, seriously. It all boils down to a very privileged few and their desire to constantly make more money. That's all it ever boils down to. So we're escaping the Nazi camp now. We're with the greatest, not archaeologist. Yeah, she's a Egyptologist. Love her though. Getting that. Not taking that. We're gonna just walking around, fucking. Know what we're doing. Aside from trying to escape.
Do you like her, Dr. Jones?
Oh,
Who, Gina? Yeah, sure, I like having a pain in... Bless you.
was that scripted or did we accidentally? Oh. Huh. And then we just walk out and it's fine.
Got some dust in my eyes. Ugh.
Okay. Political moderate and then paying attention. Yeah. Right. I started. Here's a fun one.
This is some kind of temple.
I started as a socially liberal, fiscally conservative. And then I went to college. I know that I'm like,
This from the map. We have to go through there.
she seems so excited about that. I love her. I know I'm like the poster child at this point then for liberal indoctrination of college and stuff like that, but I took a macroeconomics course and that's what radicalized me. To be fair, my macroeconomics course was taught by a socialist, so he openly admitted, like, my father was one of the wealthiest oil executives in the world, and
busy in here.
The idol of Ra.
hey,
This must be where the rubbing came from, don't you think?
This was made during the reign of Thutmose IV, 1,000 years after Khufu.
Hello, little darling.
ah!
Look, Dr. Jones. He's quite sweet, really.
More of a dog person.
What does this say?
So the wall is just full of snakes.
The Guardians vowed to protect the gift of the gods and the legacy of King Khufu.
The gift must be the idol.
Guardians. Giant guardians. It's the Nephilim Order. The Nephilim Order working with the ancient Egyptians, thousands of years before the rise of the Christian Church. Only the Guardians carry the key to unlock the enigma
They're still with the
of
church?
Horamaket.
Horus of the horizon!
Revered in the form of,
The Sphinx!
and open the way into the Safehold.
Oh, we're gonna break into the fucking Sphinx.
Must be a reference
Okay.
to the Dream Stealie.
This is what Voss has been looking for. How to unlock the Dream Stealie.
Not unlock. Solve. It's not a physical key. It's the tattoo.
Tattoo?
The Dream Stealie is encrypted. The tattoo on the Nephilim, the Guardians, must be the decoding key to solving the cipher. And it's been under Voss's nose the entire time. Now I just need to pay a visit to the Sphinx.
Now I just need to go to the most recognizable landmark in the entire area.
Dr. Jones, did I tell you about the ongoing excavation I'm sponsoring in South America? Lost Mayan city. Very exciting finds coming out of there.
I love South America. Are you familiar with the Chechapoyan fertility idol last seen with a certain Renee Belloc, the grave robber? Anyway, I want to put together an expedition to recover it, and I was wondering if you would be interested in sponsoring such an...
I'll consider it.
All right. Much appreciated, Danewall.
Let me finish this up. Yeah, no, my macroeconomics professor, avowed socialist, grew up basically in France. His father was an executive, like European district executive for one of the big oil companies. And he he was like, my dad was the only one in Paris that had a Cadillac. Everyone had these tiny little efficient European cars, and then he has a gas guzzling boat of a car, and it was embarrassing. He was great. I did kind of love him. Because he went into the whole, like, and this is one of my favorite concepts that keeps coming up. It's like, it's an economic concept, but it's really just any kind of resource whatsoever. The whole kind of scarcity issue. And how do you distribute resources that are finite in a way that is fair, equitable, etc. And, you know, capitalism and commerce with currency is kind of how we've done our version of it, but we have many other methods that are available that have been tried in various ways. There's like barter system, there's raffling, there's trying to give everyone exactly what they need and nothing more. And all of them are ripe for some kind of what's the word? You know, when you bribery. He doesn't. He fraud, that kind of thing. There's a word that my brain just cannot think of right now. But corruption. Oh my God, was that it really? You know, they're all kind of susceptible in that way, in some way, shape, or form. But, you know, I see it on a regular basis. Like one of the things that happens again with the furry convention that we have a main hotel and several overflow hotels, and all of the main events happen in that main hotel. And people get really dedicated to getting space in the main hotel, to the point where people are actually willing to pay extra for the privilege of being guaranteed a space. Like we have several layers of registration. We have kind of our basic attendee, um, have a sponsor, a super sponsor, and a patron level. The patron level are like $500, right? The attendee level is only like 80. And patron level is like $500. And part of that is you actually get guaranteed access and early access to the hotel room block. So you have essentially a guarantee of being able to get a room at the very least if you want it. And people are willing. Like we sold out. We sold out. We were, I was kind of surprised, but we sold out. And our hotel block of like, I don't remember exactly how many, several hundred rooms, sold out an entire Westin, right? In less than 6 minutes. In less than 6 minutes, we had sold out the entire hotel. And of course, that means that a lot of people aren't able to get the room they want for one reason or another. Some of them tried and weren't able to. Some of them weren't able to try. And that, of course, brings up a lot of discussions of fairness and is this fair? Is this, you know, should we do it differently? We should do a raffle. And, because the number one thing is everyone's like, you should do a raffle instead of a free for all. It's like, well, if we do a raffle, then you get upset at the way we do the raffle. Because I see this with other conventions. They do that as well. They do raffles and people get upset with the raffle and say, oh, it should just be free for all. It should just be like whoever gets to click the link first. But then you do that and then everyone's like, well, it should be a raffle. Everyone always thinks that the other system will be better and more fair, but they only actually feel like it's fair if they are the ones getting benefits of it. You only feel that it's fair if you succeed. And like apply that microcosm to the macro level, right? And look at our current system that we have right now, this like disgusting, I'll even go out and say it. This is a slightly controversial statement. This is like the worst kind of capitalism. We had a capitalist system that on some level at least functioned better than it does now. I'm not going to say that it was fair. I'm not going to say that it was right. I'm not going to say that it was correct, but it was better than what we have now. Because it had a lot more guardrails, I think. It had a lot more socialist elements injected into it that kept it going and being useful for other people. And you look at our current state of where we are, and, a lot of people, upper middle class and downward, all kind of concurrently are saying that the system is not working, that it's not going well, and no one's getting what they need. But who's saying that it's working fine? The upper class. They're all fine because they can just pay their way out of it. And again, that's not saying that, the system is fine and fair, because the way that we've chosen to distribute things is ultimately the only way that works or whatever, because it's not. Again, I can point to even our own history as a country where we had a better version of capitalism than we do now, much stronger union support with much closer relationship between lowest paid worker and highest paid executive in an industry. And that's, again, not to say that there were things that were wrong with it, but man, we we can do better. But we're at least getting to the point where I think a majority of people are starting to recognize that this is not working. And that is when it's time for a change, right? Whether or not people are ready for that change is unfortunately another discussion. And you are right, Digishell, completely, changing topic. There is definitely a certain hustle. Get those sponsorships, I learned all about collection development today, actually. Yeah. Part of my job. is going to be um, choosing books to buy, choosing materials to buy. Um, and it is daunting for sure. But we kind of have our general fund, our kind of petty cash sort of deal that we can dip into and whenever we need to spend our budget. But we also have individual funds that were given to us by donors. Um, I found out there is one for music, and I'm guessing that's going to be the fund I draw on the most because it is, kind of that stuff is like free money sort of way, whereas the stuff that comes out of the regular budget comes from the university itself and our university budget. And anything we can do to preserve as much of that as possible means we have more for later. So there's that certain amount that someone gave a gift to the library that I want you to be able to buy music. Here's a couple $100,000 and stuck it in a bank account. Now I get to use it.
My wish far away.
Waiting for
The wall looks
crap.
weak here. This could be our way out.
The Nazis left some pickaxes behind. How awfully nice of them. No time to dally about. Let's start digging.
Not a pickaxe, but same deal.
Hey, raus da!
أنا آسفة أنا ضيعت ما كانش قصدي.
Mit Eindringlingen machen wir kurzen Prozess.
Spicy.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Well, I better get back to the tent. Make sure Gina got back safely.
How do you know Gina's sister?
How do I know
Obvious.
Gina's sister? I met her on a dig I sponsored back in Saqqara. She was a charming lady. Covered in dirt. Deciphering 3,000-year-old inscriptions on a burial chamber. Beautiful as ever. Clever as a fox.
I've heard many things about her work.
Yes, her passion in life. Well, no time to dawdle. Oh, do something with this,
Come on.
All good. Really sure what we need. Wise. Bottle. I can go. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna dress up as a Derma.
انت
Like
يا صاحب
that.
نوال تعال هنا الساعي رجع ومستني عشان ينقل بضاعة أكتر للقاهرة إن كنت لقيت حاجة روح كلمه
A dream, Steely. That's what I need to solve. Better make sure there's no stones left unturned in Giza first.
New discovery belongs in a museum. Great, basically. Huh? Yep. There is the Sphinx.
يا اللي هنا حد يلاقي المفتاح ويفتح الباب. انا اتحبست جوه وانا بشيل حاجه العسكري من العساكر. اكيد بالغلط انا متاكد. حد سامعني؟
Discarded key.
يا اللي هنا حد يلاقي المفتاح ويفتح الباب. انا اتحبست جوه وانا بشيل حاجه العسكري من العساكر. اكيد بالغلط انا متاكد. حد سامعني؟
I'm sure it was an accident, not them being absolute dicks.
What's this?
Or app. Fucking
يا اللي هنا حد يلاقي المفتاح ويفتح الباب. ياه اخيرا، ده انا افتكرت اني هموت من الجوع هنا. تسلم يا حضرة والله.
Oop. Honey. Is this like a restricted area, or am I just able to wander up to it? Picture from here? Please. Are you the guy that I can't... Hi.
Hat sie nicht geschrieben. Es ist doch schon 3 Monate her.
Ah, no, it's that guy.
Somehow that giant's tattoo is the key to the dream stealing.
Jetzt durch die Zeit reisen und all das sehen, als es noch neu war.
Ah,
There. The tattoo symbol. What else is here? The Sphinx is over there. There's Khufu's pyramid. Hang on. Is this a map? I need another location. There it is. The pyramid of Queen Mother Kantako was the first. The giant symbol is just east of the Khafre pyramid. That's the spot.
oh, okay. That's... actual plot progress stuff.
Damn,
Progress.
need to get away.
Shut up, Indy. You're fine.
Wollen wir später zur Kampfarena?
Es gibt eine Kampfarena?
Ja, Gerhard hat eine im Rekrutierungsamt eingerichtet. Ich dachte, das wüssten alle.
Ich nicht. Warum erfahre ich sowas denn nie?
Soll das eine Katze oder ein Hund sein?
Ach, das ist ein Löwe mit Menschenkopf und Adlerschwingen.
Was eine irre Vorstellung. Nein, ist wahrscheinlich ein Hund.
Ich sag's dir, das ist ein Löwe mit
Das ist so.
So etwas gibt es noch nicht.
But
Das keinen Sinn ergeben. Woher weißt du sowas? Gerade wenn man
why did you scream? You scream. Traveled here from Meroe on the east bank of the Nile. Glorious as it was mysterious, hundreds of pyramids contain. I have trembled to imagine. Covers one such secret wall covered by chaotic script. Language pulls one of the sky. I'd seen it before in a Coptic manuscript found in Alexandria, the Idol of Ra. Frantically, searched for other clues in the myriad of hieroglyphs, and there it was, 3 pyramids, one taller than the other. King Khufu, how I knew the very Idol of Ra, to be buried somewhere in Giza. They say it is made out of pure gold. The sun appeared beyond the horizon. Time to sleep. There might find it.
You've been here a while, haven't you?
Oh. Huh. That guy fucking die?
Meine Füße bringen mich um.
Ah.
I'm glad this didn't get buried by the sand.
Ah. Hi. Or the
Hey, hier ist im Weg.
bad guy that I can't. Okay. That was anti. All the way over here. All right. Well, we'll go back to the 6th. Gotta be more. Ah, that worked. It was going to, but it worked.
Oh, ist das ein schöner Wagen.
Ah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Didn't. Now. Really struggling here.
Okay.
Tarot card.
Curious.
Like the ominous one.
What took you so long, Strambo?
Well, nice to see you too.
I'm trying to open this big door, but I don't know how.
Okay, well, I'm glad she's not dead. A13, just curious into
Queen Yen.
ball. I'm not sure what to make. Where's excavation leader? Probably on this. Birds came. Power failure. Told them.
Queen Yen.
I received telegram from the Vatican. They found the facts of waiting.
The Nazis found some kind of golden medallion.
Okay,
Took it to their recreational area.
That medallion sounds pretty important, don't you think?
You're damn right. Now let's go take it back from them.
You go.
All right.
I'll stay here and search for any signs of my sister.
Full
Jetzt drehst du
Nazis.
Sand in die Unterhose.
Again.
Ich bin am Vorhang.
Okay. Just want to also note, look at the nails on. So fucking bad. Like you got. You don't need glass, but you don't want it to fall apart either. Don't. That. The last time I was running around this area, I was being shot at. I think I killed a couple guys. Shot them. I think I killed at least one. Yeah.
Sounds fascinating.
Christ. Very wary for them. We're in. Okay to wander around. Yeah. So many guys that are sneaking. So I think this area is okay. This guy.
Meyer lässt uns also schuften, während er Scar
Frozen.
im Zelt des Befehlshabenden spielt? So ist das halt. Wir sind nur Fußvolk. Meinst du, er lässt mich mitmachen, wenn ich hingehe?
Kana und seine Freundin haben ganz schön viel
Als
Aufregung
hättest
gesorgt.
du genug Geld für den Einsatz, um mit Meyer und den Offizieren Skat zu spielen.
Das ist wirklich ungewöhnlich. Ich habe lang mit Gans zusammengearbeitet. Er ist vielleicht nicht der Hellste, aber wenn man sich mal seine Loyalität verdient hat, würde er eine Kugel für einen. Du da,
Jetzt durch
bring mir die Flasche.
Zeitreisen und all das Sehen als
Musst du immer alle
That's
rumscheuchen,
not a good
Meier?
angle.
Ich sagte, bring mir die Flasche.
Tu, was Offizier Meyer sagt, Mann.
Joker. Ants.
Jack, the manservant or
Jack.
knave? There you are.
Split second there, it wasn't. Oh, if it was.
Mamas Apfelstrudel. Dafür lohnt es sich zu sterben.
Wer weiß, was unter all dem hier vergraben ist.
Yeah, there's a very brief second here. It. Oh, that didn't work. Not be here. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they'll be. Phew! Like that.
Looks like clear weather.
Wie konnten die all das bauen damals?
Was? Moment.
Fuck me. Didn't realize who that was. Damn it. Fucking shit. I mean, the alternative is I kill all of you. So you want to be taunting me. I have a shovel. Right, can we stop accidentally running into that would be cool.
Found the medallion?
Of course. Any signs of Laura?
No, nothing.
Just rotates to the right.
Wow.
This hasn't been disturbed for thousands of years.
Maybe
Except for that
because of this
hole.
huge hole.
Yeah. Watch your step.
I can't see the bottom.
Why do I get the feeling we're gonna...
Good thing I brought a lighter.
That is a good thing.
Yep, bought this little fella at the market.
Well, I hope you didn't buy it from that lady with the monkey. Nawal told me she's a con artist.
No, of course I didn't.
Called it. Ooh.
I got you.
Good reflexes.
Well.
Now what? Look, do you think we can pass through there?
Only one way to find out.
Can you get through?
Yeah! Wait there!
Ah. gone up that high.
The gate is opening! Come on, scramble!
Hey, slow down, will ya?
Might as well be talking to the wall.
Yeah, I guess we just go back the way we came.
I may be a nuisance, Dr. Jones, but at least you can always count on me.
I'll keep that in mind.
Are these the Guardians?
Yeah. They're the Nephilim Order. Their roots go way, way back.
Some of them are blindfolded, like the one back in the compound.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Wow, this is amazing.
Light puzzle. Light puzzle.
What is that inside? Oh my god, it's cold. Do you think we can get it out of there? The gold mask.
We're sure gonna try.
Not sit.
That's clever. They could choose where to shine the light with those mirrors. Did you hear that? Incredible. It's reacting to the light. Now, try the other one. No, please.
Oh. Well. Ah. And
Look at that.
picking that up. Touch this. Fuck down or something. There a boulder.
Wow, it's wonderful. What is it?
Ceremonial mask, probably worn by the Guardians.
May I see that?
Hey!
What if the Guardians of ancient Egypt looked so frightening that they needed this mask to cover their faces?
Not a bad theory.
Oh, I'm coming for your card, Mommy, Dr. Joe.
Hold still.
On the chair. Don't sit on the chair. Don't sit on the... Oh, shit.
No, wait!
Oh. Elevator.
Are you all right?
I think so. I'm sorry.
Wonderful. Now, how do we get out of here?
Oh my god, look at the floor!
Oh, fuck.
Scorpions.
Quick, light my torch. Shaw! Go away! We've got to get out of here!
Tell me about it.
What about that? That looks like a door. It must be the exit. Come on! Oh no! It's a dead end! Ah, look, there is a torch in sight.
Scram. Get out of here.
Not this.
Over here! This wall looks weak.
There's a fucking.
What happened? Is there an exit?
I doubt it.
Yeah. God, they fast.
Here, I got something. I can use this. Just keep the scorpions away from me.
Can we break that wall?
I'm sure gonna try.
Come on, go!
She is helping. This is fair. You know, she is helping. Hello.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, now you don't like it, huh?
Well, at least scorpions are gone.
Not out of here just yet.
Ah, don't worry. It's just one more mirror puzzle. Right?
I think this could be one of the Guardians.
Maybe we can ask him how to get out of here.
Okay. Okay. No. One of these.
Let's try this.
It worked! It looks like one of those pedestals.
Yeah, but the mirror's missing.
Let's try the other door now.
All right.
You broke it!
I broke it. Maybe they should have built it to last 1,000 years longer.
Maybe you can lift me up here? I can see if there is something we need behind that door. Hold steady.
You good?
Good work.
Need a light?
It's fine. There's some light coming in here. I found something in the rubble. It's another mirror.
Slide it under the door.
Here. Take it.
Got it. Now do you see a way out of there?
Yeah. Don't worry.
So it's actually funny you say that.
There we go.
So
Another mirror.
Okay, so where do we put it?
What if...
okay.
Stand over here and you shine that light on me. Then I can reflect it towards that eye symbol on the statue.
So Harrison Ford was actually interviewed recently for something. And like has openly praised Troy Baker.
The statue.
It's working. It's opening the door.
We did it.
We're not out of the woods just yet.
Yeah, no, it's kind of neat that he's just.
King Khufu.
Troy Baker did a really good job.
Descendants. Guardians must have been highly regarded by the kings of ancient Egypt to be treated like this.
It really is, I guess. Yeah, right.
That hole. I think we are below the room where we came in.
Bottom of the hole.
Watch your step.
Just about to say the same.
All right.
So strange.
I think it was an interview in kind of in context. He more or less said that he cared that. No, I look forward to sometime having comparison. They're basically not exactly. It really does. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh no. More scorpions over there.
They don't like the light. See?
Oh, yes. Oh, vediamo. A mirror. Come on, get me up there.
Prompt.
You okay?
You need to go around. I tried keeping the scorpions away from you.
Good thinking.
Above you. Use the ledge and climb across. Watch your hands.
Good. That. Ah.
Come on, we're almost there.
Wanna help, Gina? You wanna help? Fucking Christ.
You're safe now.
Thank you.
You didn't help. Okay.
What's this?
Hey.
Stealing with a guardian motif.
I would feel very bad taking beautiful things from graves and keeping them for myself.
Look, I'm not a grave. History should be unearthed and exposed for everyone. There's a lot we can learn from the past.
Oh, seems I struck a nerve, huh?
Well, that's a nice.
We made it back, Dr. Jones.
Let me go first. I can pull you up.
Ugh.
Dai, muoviti, strambo!
I'm trying.
That was fun, Dr. Jones.
You mean almost dying? A real riot.
You know what I mean. I can see why you like hunting treasures from the past.
Well, maybe I'm just trying to set things right.
For who?
You know what? Take this back to Noel. Tell her she can put it in her museum.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're good at this, Dr. Jones. Bringing you along was such a great idea.
Bringing me along.
Yes, Strambo.
You brought me along.
I did it. I'm a genius.
They treated these guardians like nobles. Why?
Hold on. $3,000. All right. Yeah, I can. He's adorable.
لازم تروح للدكتور كافور.
الحكيم عنده 60 شغلانة أهم من صداعي. الإصابات كتير.
أيوة.
Speaking of the doctor, I have some
نهارك
medicine.
سعيد.
خايفة خلوك أنت.
يمكن لازم نوقف حفر علشان يعاملونا أحسن من كده.
French speaking and disguised as dick.
الكلام ده.
أيوة بس إذا بطلنا حفر كلنا هنخليهم يسمعونا بالعافية.
العمال التانيين
أي.
وهيخافوا يعملوا حاجة زي دي.
الظاهر إن عندك.
اهلا يا بيه، كان نفسي اشوفك تاني. تقدر تجيب لي اثار كمان، حطها بس هنا في الصندوق اول ما تلاقيها.
That is all I got. No, sorry. Aha, right here.
How are you doing?
Thank you.
Medicine
Health
for
reserve.
your patients.
Oh, what a blessing. Thank you, Mr.
Doctor, actually. Dr. Jones.
And I am Dr. Kafur.
Anyone have any more of that bread? Bread? Bread. I said to my grandfather.
نهارك سعيد.
أهلا.
Bravo, Dr. Jones. Gina found her way out, and now we're all reunited. Hooray for a successful operation.
Can I ask you something? Do you think Voss told me the truth? Could my sister be working for him because she chose to?
I haven't seen Lara in a long time. I don't know that...
Voss is just trying to get into your head, Gina. Don't trust a word out of that man's mouth.
Yes, you're right.
There's a confused English archaeologist wandering the village. Perhaps a friend of yours, Dr. Jones?
I know a few.
I know a few.
That Englishman is still pottering about the village. I've half a mind to help the poor sod myself.
No, I'll head over there.
أخبارك إيه؟
السلام عليكم يا سيدتي.
Ich kann kaum erwarten, dass er...
I already was.
Oh, ist das ein schöner Wagen. Komm nicht näher.
Okay. That's a really nice vehicle, he says, looking at the couple.
Bleib auf Abstand.
Fuck me.
Warum haben die all das gebaut?
That is what I was missing. Where? I don't think I had the lighter at that point. Big hole. Nice. Fucking nailed it.
All right, another Steely for the museum.
A little bit. Made it. We made it. We're good. We're fine. Next one is in Giza Village anyway. Apologies. There. I haven't really spent much time. Beep beep.
Should get that guy to fix the brakes on my car when I get home.
I do value prayer. Recommend not getting into. Have the brakes fixed.
أنا حطيتها هنا من شوية ولا أنا
Ah, I hear them. The confused British noises from.
البلح ما بيعجبكش على طول. طب ما بلاش منه.
ما اقدرش ابطل اكل منه اصلا.
بجد؟ السنة اللي فاتت قلت إن البلح
Wish I had time to relax.
وإن شوية منه كانوا مسمومين.
ما شفتيش الكاس بتاع ستي؟
القرد مات عشان كان عجوز وتعبان مش بسبب
أهلا.
All this food and no bread?
بعدت عنه شوية وببص عليه تاني لقيته اختفى.
يا لهوي لا يكون حد خد البلح بتاعي.
أنا شفت القرد الحرامي من الشباك.
بس انا ليا اعداء عشان كده بس قوي قبل ما
أهلا.
مش عايز جاكيت جلد.
You need a leather jacket. On.
السلام عليكم.
أهلا.
انا دايما اسمع اصوات غريبه خارجه من تحت البيت اللي ساكنه النازيين.
سمعتها أنا كمان.
دي زي ما تكون خناقه.
يا عم دول مجرمين ولا عندهم أخلاق ولا بيحترموا غيرهم.
ازاي مسموح؟
في السفارة البريطانية في القاهرة قال لي إن في حد كسب فلوس كتيرة عشان خلاهم يعيشوا في الجيزة لفترة.
بجد؟
يا عم دي إشاعة.
Fuck Christ. Grandmother's. lost their chalice.
عندكيش حكاية تانية يا شفيق؟
أو النبي احكي لنا حكاية تانية.
حاضر. كنت لسه بفكر في حكاية تانية. في يوم من
طبعا عارف.
أكيد في إحدى البلاد
تعال نعد الأجزاء
كان
تاني.
عايش حاكم شاب غني
And Frothingham.
سلطة
Frothingham.
لكنه كان بيتجاهل
Learn something from this one.
اللي بيحكمهم وضيع ثروات بلاده على الملذات والمجون مع رجال منغمسين في الشهوات.
Whose cup is this?
نهارك سعيد.
واستمر بجهز أفعاله.
انت لقيت القطعة اللي ضايعة. شكرا يا فندم. أخيرا هنقدر نلعب اللعبة.
شكرا جزيلا يا فندم والله تسلم.
وقالوا له إن مصر علشان يدور على
Excuse me, could you...
You look like a capable fellow. Do you have a moment?
Guy
Professor
again.
Savage, what are you doing here?
Well, you see, after the dig was shut down, Father Ventiola introduced me to Herr Voss, a quite charming man in need of my expertise.
Boss. Charming?
Well, he was frightfully kind to me and Sydney at first. Too kind in hindsight, I admit. You see, we were invited on an excavation and then brought here to assist him. When I kicked up a fuss about their destructive methods, I was tossed out into the desert. Blasted nincompoops. And poor Sydney is stuck with them.
Again?
I take it you want me to rescue Sydney?
Oh, would you? His mother will throttle me if anything happens to him.
Where is he?
I was escorted away before I could find him, and now they won't let me in. You could try looking in the detention center.
Again.
I'll go look. I know a way into the Nazi compound.
What? Look, I ran into Father Gallagher again. Good.
Better keep my distance. Almost as good with you as Sal's uncle.
نهارك سعيد.
مرحب.
انت بتوترني ليه كل ما اجي العب؟
ماشي. عشان بتغلط في اللعب وانت
I beat
بتوتر.
Saul at Senate,
ده غش.
but only once.
عشان اللعب على الأعصاب جزء من اللعب.
I played Senate now before because of few good things about two of them. Massive game. Got to play Senate. Oh, cookie. Are you too sad because you're missing grandmother's chalice? I know where it is, and I need to find the person who's. Figured it would be so.
وأنا هاخد الخصم.
مش هتلاقيه بسعر احسن من كده.
دول أحلى حاجة بالنسبة لي.
Your money is always welcome here, sir.
مش هتلاقيها في اي حتة تانية.
Best
What do we
quality
have
all
here?
of Egypt.
Not right now.
تيجي تشوف
إزيك؟
وده معقولة؟ لا لا لا، أنت أكيد معاك فلوس.
بيعش
Huh.
لازم اعرف الحكايه دي
فعرض عليك
وانا هاخد الخصم.
السلام عليكم.
انه يعيش حياه فقيره كحاكم. اما التمثال التاني فعرض عليك.
فين سلة الفاكهة بتاعتي؟
Look at her basket of fruit.
في ايه يا ست؟
كنت بفكر في معزتي عزيزة، نفسي أشوفها تاني، بس أنت عارف رجليا شايلاني بالعافية.
تقصدي اللي انت سبتيها؟ هي دي كانت أقرب واحدة لقلبك مش كده؟
أيوة، كانت غير كل المعز التانية، كانت حنينة.
طب سبتيها ليه؟
كنت عارفة إنها هتعيش عيشة أحسن مع العيلة دي. أنا بقدر أمشي بالعافية عشان المرض اللي صابني، بس نفسي أشوفها تاني.
هقول لهم يعدوا علينا بالمعزة وقت ما يقدروا.
Right, so we are.
Pigeons are a delicacy when prepared correctly.
Picture. Show the picture. Go. Sure. That's.
You're a friendly little fella, aren't you?
Sure, those are words that we can use to describe that dog.
لا 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 لا، 4 والا مش هبيع.
4 كتير قوي.
نهارك سعيد.
عندي عيال محتاجين ياكلوا.
طب ما انا عندي عيال زيك وعايزين ياكلوا.
Carpet like this would look great in my living room.
3 ونص. وده
قرب وشوف بضاعتي.
ماشي.
سلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
Just gonna keep. Goat. I thought that was a nun. I definitely thought that was a nun, and it was like, is this a gag of like, hey, by the way, there are. Yeah.
Beautiful place to live.
نهارك سعيد.
Naharuki Said ya Sayyidati.
These are goats.
عارف أنا نفسي في إيه دلوقتي؟
Goat is the right goat.
لازم نستنى لغايه
ما أنا عارفة، بس محتاجة حاجة تخليني مصحصحة.
الشغل متعب.
Goats look the same.
عارف أنا نفسي في إيه دلوقتي؟ فاكهة مستوية.
مش معايا والله. لازم نستنى لغايه الاستراحه.
ما أنا عارفة، بس دي ليا. تسلم، دعايا مستجاب. متشكرة قوي يا بيه، ألف شكر.
Hey. Goats.
نهارك سعيد.
قضيت آخر الأسبوع في القاهرة؟
اه طبعا. ليه؟
شكلك طينتها. المفروض واحد كويس زيك ما يضيعش عمره على التفاهات دي.
يعني كنت هتقول للملك
No
كده
worries.
كمان؟
Thank you for letting me know, though.
إنه بيسهر وينبسط طول الليل كل ليلة.
لا مش معقول، الملك راجل طيب ومحترم.
ما هو الرجالة الطيبين المحترمين بيعرفوا ينبسطوا هم كمان.
مش الانبساط اللي بالك فيه.
لو الملك بينبسط كده فأنا كمان هنبسط كده.
لا أنا مش قادر أسمع الغلط ده أكتر من كده.
وأنا كمان مش هفضل أسمع في نصايحك أكتر من كده.
Oh, that's what that. Ugh. Fair. Oh, right. No, this is fair after the last territory. That. Oh, but this is the excavation site. I know where that is. I don't want to fuck with that. Not until I have the better disguise. Yeah. I don't want to fuck with that until I... Guy is just patrolling around in his underwear with a fucking stick. Oh, dude. Bang.
Fair and square.
Not so fair, but I also don't care. Industrial strength. I don't know. There's a place to go. Oh wait, shit, is that uniform? Oh damn. Alright. And money.
Idiots. I'll never see through this.
Dun dun dun.
Well, at least it fits.
Nice. Well, let's see. But like Indy said, idiots, they'll never see through this. Ha ha ha. Gotta be careful. They are a Mind me, I'm just the hole inspector. Back to you. I think I just walked around. Circles. There?
Reiß dich zusammen. Noch ein paar Stellen.
Keep sneezing there, buddy. You alright?
Hätte nicht gedacht, dass die Pyramiden
Keep
so groß
down. Oh.
Eins, zwei.
Good. That's a... Oh. I'm funny. Okay, so we can't go up that way. Noted. We could go in through the roof. Feels a bit silly to do that when I can kind of walk by most of these. Back to this. Ah.
Ernst? Mach noch mal diesen englischen Jungen nach.
Bitte, Sir, schicken Sie mich nicht zur Ausgrabungsstätte. Ich bin doch nur ein dummer kleiner Engländer.
Genau so. Er sah so traurig aus. Ganz wird ihn da unten zu Tode ackern lassen.
Wasn't that long ago I broke in here. Not for me.
Meine Füße bringen mich um.
Was ist los?
Einen schönen Tag.
He really is like full polyglot. Didn't really do a whole lot of Italian when we were.
Mist, ich habe vergessen, den Brief abzuschicken.
Gut, Soldat? Guten Tag, Soldat.
Oh, jetzt rieselt mir der Sand in die Unterhose.
Send the English brat to the mortuary temple excavation. We could use some entertainment. Gads. There you are, Sydney.
Dear Mum, please don't flip your lid, but I got in some trouble with some Nazis in Egypt. No, I said I'd stay out of trouble after Cable Street. Doing this. Not fair. I'll be alright, don't you worry, Mr. Savage will know. Tell Molly I'll be home soon, and don't forget she needs walking twice a day. I know it's hard with your knee, but she's a dog now.
The kid sure knows how to put on a brave face.
I mean, he's not
Hey, Kumpel, wie geht's?
freaking out when... Oh, see, I think... Run into that guy.
Hallo?
We pass. Your ass? How did you let me in this way? I mean, I can go down the hard way. I just don't have to. Wrap it up. I've been getting some not great sleep as of late. We try to like bed on time for once. Shocking, I know. Unexpected. And it's supposed to be not in it.
Looks like they moved the big guy.
Still lots of kinds of struggle. Oh.
Diese Stiefel sind grauenhaft.
Ah.
Heil Hitler!
Like,
Ob ich auf die Sphinx klettern könnte?
they have a lot of supplies and not much. Work though. Oh, gotcha. He went flying. Oh my. All that for $100.
Dafür lohnt es sich zu kämpfen.
I would say that was excessive, or just. Oh damn it! It put me here again. Guys could away. He won't pass. So back outside. Fine. Wee.
Heil Hitler!
Wie geht's?
I don't want to just. First. he was 8.
Die Hitze bringt mich um.
Fuck, I didn't do. Let's try to pick up the really big structure over there. I think pretty. I don't think it's that guy. Oh, and there's that guy. Several of you. Also.
Ich muss noch einen Brief nach Hause schreiben. Jetzt rieselt mir der Sand in die Unterhose.
This area at all. Oh.
Jetzt bin ich geschrieben. Das ist doch schon 3 Monate her.
Unnecessary to the point of the mission at that time. Of course, we're gonna eventually get.
Oh ja, das macht Spaß.
Ich hoffe, dafür kriege ich eine Beförderung.
Bottles. Regular old Joe's. Joseph's. Old. Hurt. Nope.
Diese Stiefel sind grauenhaft. Mist, ich hab's entdeckt.
Are in the desert, Charlie. That is kind of a big thing.
Heil Hitler!
Rough.
I'm sure someone will appreciate this.
Not sure who, and I'm not sure where, but someone will. Fun. What else? Okay. Keeps somehow getting there.
Warum haben die all das gemacht?
Almost thought we were gonna crash there, not gonna lie.
Guten Tag.
Know where we are now. I already looked over there. There's a place that good stuff. This. For items farther, deal more. Okay.
Sounds fascinating.
Does it now?
Ich kann kann kaum erwarten, dass er ist.
Well, you know, I should have known. Camera works. Oh, I was gonna. I mean, we got $100 out of it, I guess. You know, that's not bad, right? Eventually, I will use that when I stop recording it. Now that I also know the solid limit, how much money you can spend before it becomes you just thing goes off and is like, you've spent all the money you can spend. You can donate the rest. I like. Actually. You.
Das dauert länger als erwartet. Wie sieht's aus?
Einer der Arbeiter hat letztens eine Steinstele in einem Tunnel entdeckt.
Oh, der war fast sicher glücklich.
Er sah ein wenig skeptisch aus, aber er will sie wohl doch eingehender studieren. Er bewahrt sie vorerst im Hauptquartier auf.
Klingt für mich nach einem Erfolg. Das dauert länger als erwartet. Wie sieht's aus?
Einer der Arbeiter hat letztens eine Steinstele in einem Tunnel
That
entdeckt.
sounds.
Oh, der war fast sicher glücklich.
Er sah ein wenig skeptisch aus, aber er will sie wohl doch eingehender studieren. Er bewahrt sie vorerst im Hauptquartier auf.
Klingt für mich nach einem Erfolg. Das dauert länger als erwartet.
Think about that. I like that they're on a loop. Right, this should be like the last thing. This, get out. Save.
Diese Datteln waren ganz schön süß.
Hallo. Ich konnte letzte Nacht nicht schlafen.
Ich hab doch gesagt, dass du diese Bildheftchen abends nicht lesen solltest. Die sind zu grausam. Du hast jedes Mal Albträume.
Ich muss wissen, wen der Sandjin als nächstes tötet.
Der Sandjin tötet die Archäologen und die Ägypter und wird dann vom SS-Kommandanten verbannt.
Gemein, dass du mir das Ende verrätst. Wie doof.
Ja.
Jetzt kann ich das Heft hier nicht mehr
Spoilers.
lesen. Gut, dann kannst du vielleicht schlafen.
Überprüfen wir diesen Soldaten mal.
Better stay away from here.
On walking. On walk. That can be. Oh wait. Where I came in. Not important.
Alles in Ordnung, mein Freund?
Hallo.
Right in.
Wenn mal was Aufregendes passiert.
Walk right in. There we go.
Guten Tag.
Definitely. not discovering it. Right? On. Oh, weapons. Okay. Not doing that. 5 pounds, I guess? Oh, well, Egyptian. Yeah. 5-digit puzzle room.
Let me see here.
Your Obert's guns. The regiment are being reassigned to special visa. Cross. A lot of friends. Yours.
So Hitler sent his lapdog to watch over Voss.
And we knew this. Nothing rising. Was this just the... Going out. That's alright. Not a huge deal. Go back. Guy that's there, isn't it? Fuck. Fine, don't. You're crazy. Worry about it. Important. They have a lot of crates and not. Oh, hi. They have a lot of crates and not a lot of reason. What's in all the crates?
Guten Tag. Ein Hitler?
You guys just walk around holding your guns? Is that like a safety blanket kind of thing?
Was ist los?
Oh.
Color me intrigued.
Big wall and a small temple in the head. Lands carvings of giant men on it.
What's Voss's real interest in the dream, Steely?
40926. Right, well, I think
Interesting note.
Our
Ich kann kaum erwarten, bis
safe.
die Feierabend ist.
Was in the sequel. By language expert Flona. And allowed us to identify. Navigating this tunnel. Arduous. 3 crew members. Perhaps. Statue. Emo.
Alright.
That was.
Wie geht's?
Einen schönen Tag.
Christ. No. He's my fucking god. Yes.
At least we should get this Steely to the wall.
Also reiß dich zusammen. Du hast eine Aufgabe.
Frying pan. No. Actually, cabinet. Noted. Not helpful in the current. Operational orders. Things locate the Sanctuary of the Guardians. Oh, it'll.
The Nazis are being thorough. I'll give them that.
Warum hat sie nicht geschrien?
You guys have a ham?
Das ist doch schon 3 Monate.
Oh, wait. Ah. Well, you know. Got a break. Don't tell anybody. Was me. Wahahaha. All your shit. Don't get me wrong, I would absolutely mind paint. Get a print. But at the same time, there's layers. All right. For 0926.
Still got it.
You're
from a long
weird
time
things.
ago.
I don't need. Way out of here. Nice.
Hallo, wie geht's?
Soldat?
Dafür lohnt es sich zu kämpfen.
Hi, Hitler.
Hallo.
Hi. Hallo. They have them. What is this? It was. I don't think. I thought that was gonna.
Es ist jede Minute da und meine Uniform sieht furchtbar aus.
Sieht aus wie jede andere Uniform.
Für dein ungeübtes Auge vielleicht. Aber ein Schlauberger wie Voss wird...
Hallo, Soldat.
...dass sich die Kälte löst.
What's
Ich würde
up?
alles für ein weiches Bett geben.
I mean, you want a hot outside. Hot and dry is literally the thing. First is-
Ich hab so Hunger. Mist, ich hab vergessen, den Brief abzuschicken.
Ich muss eine Postkarte mit der Pyramide darauf nach Hause schicken.
Oh, that's the fast travel spot. Here I thought I was fine. Well, I guess that's as good as any. What the... Still, I gotta stop. It is 11. It's not almost 11. It is 11 p.m. So that is absolutely time for me to be like, all right, yeah. We gotta end. We gotta stop. We gotta wrap it up. Okay. BRB choking myself. There we go. Nailed it. Yeah, I know the controllers. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, another day, another Indiana Jones moment. Got some story. So, not all incredibly slow, getting the stuff that we get. Anyway. Anyway. So, yeah. That's it for tonight. Don't know what else to say there. Pretty happy with it. Again, this game continues to be fun. Just continuing to have a good time. Say about it. And yeah, back with more on Thursday. Same time, same place, everything. Thursday should actually even be a little easier for me. Unfortunate thing, sadly, has hurt her ankle and weeks. Hopefully her healing goes well and quickly. But means that my usual time, I usually met with my trainer on Thursdays, so I'm not going to do that for the next couple of weeks. So I have my Thursdays a little wider open, a little easier. When I go to the gym on Tuesday or Thursday, I did go to the gym today. Like, I have a really tight schedule, basically. I basically have to go straight from work, straight to the gym, straight from the gym here, aftercare, shower, eat. Why Domino's happened today. There's like no time at all. At all. So anyway, but yeah, we'll be back on Thursday with more Indiana Jones. So definitely what happens next. We will definitely get more actual story, don't worry. But now that we have the upgraded disguise, finish all the other fun stuff around it. So we'll do that next week. Until then, have a great night, everyone. A great couple of days, and I will see you all hopefully Thursday. All right, take care, everybody.